Alright, welcome to Silver Bar Stacker, folks. I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying their morning. That's right, folks. Today we've got a very exciting unboxing to do today because this is a very special unboxing. What makes this unboxing so special, outside of the fact that it is going to be dang near impossible to get into this thing? I mean, it is freaking expertly packed, possibly almost too well packed to the point where I might damage the contents inside the package here. And so that is actually one of the concerns that the sender actually brought up to me when they were letting me know about the package, that hey, when you're going to be unboxing this, you're going to want to be careful because there's some very, very valuable fragile things in here, such as certificates of authenticity and things that you really don't want to be messing up. So they specifically told me to take care with opening the package, and so we're going to be struggling through this. I'm telling you, but this is a very special unboxing. I wanted to tell you because this is probably my favorite supplier out of all my suppliers. I mean, there's something that makes suppliers and sellers and places where you can buy your bullion special, and I would say that this is perhaps the most special supplier that I have, and I'm always very appreciative, first of all, to have a connection with the seller in the sense that they treat me very well, and I'm also very, very excited to be able to share the contents here because they're always giving me absolute fire, and I'm really, really excited because fire is good in the sense that it is really, really nice stuff that they're always sending me. A lot of more difficult things to find, and they really understand my taste as a buyer, and so they're always on the lookout for things that they know that I'm going to really be blown away by, because you know, I like to share things that blow me away with you in the event that maybe you might be blown away by those same things, right? Because I feel that hey, if they're blowing me away, then maybe they might blow you away as well. So that's why I really, really appreciate the supplier, because they're consistently providing me with stuff that is blowing me away. So that's a good thing. So we've got our second layer after that ridiculously strong layer, and so let's go ahead and keep working our way through this. This seller right here has a tendency of layering and layering and layering. It's kind of like the Energizer Bunny in the sense that it just keeps going and going and going and going and going, and each layer is just as expertly packed as the next, and so it is sometimes almost a pain, honestly, to get through these layers. I mean, it takes forever sometimes. So let's go ahead and keep working our way through, and this is typically how the unboxings go, except I'm usually just doing them by myself, and so at least I've got you all here with me, rooting me on, making sure that we can get through here without any issues. So far I'm running into a little bit of an issue, but let's keep working our way through. Okay, and we got something. We got something here. Oh, it's all taped down. We got more work to do, folks. Got more work to do. Oh, everything is taped down. I thought I was just going to be able to take it out, but nope. It's all attached here. And so we really want to be careful when we're cutting here. We really do not want to damage any of this original packaging, as they had pointed out. So let's go ahead and be careful. My goodness gracious. We've got a few nuggets here, and these are all quite heavy. So it's going to take us a while to get through all these, but we got a few things over there. Let's work our way through here. I see a large round here. I'm excited to get that out and show that to you, because you don't often see too many large rounds. It looks like a silver round. I don't think we would have a gold round that's quite that large. That would be an expensive round if it was that size. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. It's quite a workout, honestly, getting through all this. And we really don't want to damage anything, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. Let's get through this big round that we see through the surface first. I don't think, I mean, I know this is not original packaging, so we can be a little bit aggressive here and at least get to one thing, at least, this way. Alright. Let's work our way in. Alright, almost there. Oh, and this is still in protective plastic here, actually. So I'm not touching the surface of this silver round. There's actually a protective layer of plastic here, and this is actually normal for these rounds. See, this right here is an OM, meaning it's from the Mexican Mint. So the Mexican Mint actually produced 4/9 fine Liberty Trade silver rounds, copyright 1986, and they produced these 10-ounce 1886 Centennial rounds. So they produced these in the 10-ounce variation in 4/9 fine silver, and you can see that the Mexican Mint ones will be the 4/9 fine, and they'll be denoted by that OM mint mark. And here's the other thing, is that they were originally going to be issued in these little plastic encasements here. So this thing actually will come out of there, but I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to put any blemishes here on this extremely proof-like beautiful 10-ounce round. So that is an awesome pickup. I'm super duper excited to have that, because now I'll be able to get that on the website hopefully at some point. So let's go ahead and see what else we got here. We got some larger bars here that I see. So let's go ahead and see what we got here for these larger bars. This one's clearly marked a JM here on the back. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Now, in the past, we've always talked about the Canadian Bank bars and my love for them. And take a look here. We've got a Scotia Bank 10-ounce silver bar with the Johnson Matthey hammer logo there on the back. So this is a bar that actually does not have an extremely low mintage. It actually has a estimated mintage of 10,000, and so this is bar number 9312 of an estimated mintage of 10,000. Now let's go ahead and keep working our way through and see what else we got. Now it looks like we got some original packaging here, so definitely going to be careful here as I work my way through here. It looks like we just opened up a 10-ounce Liberty Trade round right there. Well, this is something I'm extremely excited about, because this is something I've never seen. Now, I've seen these blue boxes. I know that the Liberty Trade rounds of the 1-ounce variation were definitely issued in blue boxes just like this that said Liberty Trade Silver. But what I'm very excited about, if it's inside this box, is the fact that this came with the original certificate of authenticity. So this is a Liberty Trade Silver 1 ounce, and not just a 1 ounce round, but a 1 ounce Centennial proof round. You see, it's a very proof-like round. And on the back, this is also produced by the Mexican Mint, and this one right here on the back says proof. So this, you'll see, it's very shiny, very mirror-like. So this is a 4/9 fine proof variation, not of the 10-ounce round, but of the 1 ounce round in the original box. And the reason why this was so very cool to me is because this came with the certificate of authenticity, which I have never seen before. It has the Mexican Mint logo there right on the front, and it has the description right here in both English and Spanish. I found this to be extremely very cool. I had to be like, yes, I want this, sir. So this is another reason why I really love some of my trusted suppliers, but especially this trusted supplier of mine, because they're always able to provide me with very unique items. They're always able to provide me with items that I, have on regularly on the store, that I sometimes sell and sometimes I'm on the lookout for replacing, right? But then they also occasionally will bring something to me that I've never even seen before. So that's very nice and very exciting for me. I'm very fortunate and very happy about that, to have some nice relationships such as that. So let's go ahead and see what else we got here. It seems that we've got some more large bars here, is what it feels like. So we just saw a nice Scotiabank bar right there. Let's go ahead and see what this is here. This also seems to be a Scotiabank bar. So do we have a duplicate? Let's find out. Now there are some generic Scotiabank bars out there as well, but this looks quite similar, right? So actually it looks a little fatter. Why does it look fatter? Because in reality it's not a JM, it's actually an Engelhard Engelhard actually produced these bars for Scotiabank, but these are not 10,000 minted. These I think are about 500 minted, if I'm not mistaken, if that's what the estimated mintage is. Those estimated mintages sometimes shift around. I think this used to be an estimated 250 minted bar, but then maybe they came to extrapolate some more serial numbers through some of their findings, and now I think it might be an estimated 500 minted bar, but still nowhere near a 10,000 minted estimated bar. So both of the Scotiabank variations right here, we have the JM and we got the Engelhard. The Engelhard, for my estimation, not just because of that estimated mintage, but just based off of my observation, you see much fewer of these out there. And when you see them, they sell at quite a high premium. Now, something else that was very exciting to me is, you know how I love the MTB Liberty stuff. You do know that, right? Well, you do know how I love spam phone calls, right? Well, that's what I do. I hang up on them. So I really do not like spam phone calls, but I do like MTB Liberty Trade Silver stuff. And so when I do see MTB Liberty, I mean, there's a freaking deep rabbit hole of MTB Liberty trades silver stuff that you can collect, because there's rounds, there's bars, there's things produced by the Mexican Mint, there's things produced by Johnson Matthey, there's things produced by Engelhard, there's things produced by Metal Arts, there's all sorts of different MTB Liberty trade pieces of all varying weight classes that you can collect out there. So I'm always kind of keeping an eye out for them, but something that always tickles my fancy, not just for MTB pieces, but for any pieces, is when I see sequential serials. And so that's exactly what we have here. We've got some Johnson Matthey 1982 dated sequential serial silver bars. We've got a 9243 and a 9244. And so we've got two sequential 10-ounce silver bars still in the original factory seal. Now, Johnson Matthey actually made two different variations of the 10-ounce silver bar for the MTB Liberty trade, and this is going to be the more common one, but it's still not a very high mintage bar. Okay, this one right here is got a 1982 date stamp here, right? And it's kind of a little bit more slender and slim and thin. Okay, there's also another one out there, also produced by JM. It'll have that same JM Hammer logo, but it will have no date stamp, no 1982 date stamp, and it'll be a little bit wider. It'll be more of a thick boy, if you feel me. And there's also some Metal Arts 10-ounce silver bars that are kind of a similar thickness and size to those undated JM bars. And so those Metal Arts 10-ounce bars are going to be the very first earliest variation of the 10-ounce MTB Liberty bars, because Metal Arts actually started off that run, then it was handed off to JM. I think probably they maybe did the undated first, and then they moved on to these more slim ones, and then Engelhard took over after that and also had a similar kind of slimmer design, and they only had one different type of MTB Liberty bar. So again, there you see that we've talked about this in the past on that TD Bank Gold fractional Johnson Matthey bar video that I had, where Johnson Matthey actually produces a whole lot variations of things than Engelhard does. So there's a lot more stuff by Johnson Matthey out there that you can collect. Like, for example, there's a lot more Canadian bank bars out there produced by Johnson Matthey than there are by Engelhard. A lot more variations. There's more MTB Liberty trades silver stuff produced by Johnson Matthey than there is by Engelhard. So these are just some examples where JM had their hands in a lot more things, and they were around for a lot longer than Engelhard was. So there's quite a lot more stuff by JM that you can collect than there is by Engelhard. You know, there's kind of like, I wouldn't say there's a limited stuff, but there is kind of like a limited and more digestible amount of stuff that you can collect by Engelhard, whereas JM, I mean, I don't think any one single person could collect everything out there by JM. I mean, you could, but it would take probably quite a lot of effort and resiliency and money. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. This is, I think, what they were saying to be very careful with. So not sure how I do that, because I'm not sure where I shouldn't be cutting. So let's go ahead and see. Let's just pray. And yeah, I think we did all right. Let's see what we got here. Boom. So yeah, take a look at this. We're literally just talking about how JM has a lot more variations of stuff here, and it's true. They have, you know, we were just talking about how, you know, there's this 10-ounce variation on the Johnson Matthey MTB Liberty Trade silver bar, how there's this 1982 date stamp here, and how there's another version without the date stamp. You know, that same thing holds true for the 1 ounce bars as well. It doesn't hold true for the 5 ounce Johnson Matthey MTB Liberty Trade silver bars. You know, for the Johnson Matthey 5 ounce MTB Liberty Trade silver bar, there's just one, and that one's got a 1982 date stamp. There is no undated version of that. But for the 1 ounce variation, there is an undated. So typically, you'll see a lot more of the Johnson Matthey bars out there that have that 1982 date stamp on there. But for both the 10 ounce and the 1 ounce variation. But in this case, we've got a whole sheet of undated Johnson Matthey Liberty Trade silver bars. Now I was telling my supplier, who's very, very awesome, I was telling him, like, man, I never see these undated ones. And he looked through his stash of MTB bars and he was like, hey man, I got 2. I said, what? You got 2? I paid an arm and a leg for the couple of undated ones that I've got. And so he said, yeah, I got 2. So he said, I'll give you one. I said, okay, cool. He's like, how much you willing to pay? So, you know, I told him what I thought I'd be willing to pay, which is, you know, quite a bit. And because I paid quite a bit for these undated bars. And, you know, he did not charge me that much. He charged me much less. So I said, okay, great. Thank you so much. And so he gave me one of his undated bars. And I was like, cool. Now I have even more of these bars, a duplicate. Now I can add this to the site and, you know, reduce my price a little bit. It's still quite a high price because my average cost on the undated 1 ounce bars is quite high. But now this guy has found me a whole freaking sheet of these, and he gave me quite a decent deal on it. But I will not be breaking this up. This is extremely special. Now, this is how these Liberty Trade silver bars were originally issued, in these sheets of 10 bars here. So you got a sheet of 10 sequential serial bars here, all sequential serial numbers, all still intact together. And so this is something that's just like these sequential serials. This is just like this original packaging, the Liberty Proof with the original assay card. This is going to go straight into the SBS exclusive section, just as is, because this is extremely special. And so I was telling my supplier, I said, hey, I'm looking for special stuff to put in my SBS exclusive section. And so he's not failing me. He's providing me with extremely excellent stuff that is right in line with the products that I'm selling, and I'm so grateful for him to be able to provide me with these extremely special pieces. Now, this is something that was also extremely special for me, and this is something that I also, just like this thing with the assay card, I'd never seen this before. Now, this is a product that we sell on the silverbarstacker.com website. It's something that has been on the website for quite a while now, and you've been able to buy this for quite a while, and it's something that, you know, one of the products we specialize in, so it's something that we're going to aim to always have in stock. But it's not a very easy to find item. It's only a 25,000 minted item. There's an established mintage of 25,000 of these out there, and I can tell you that for sure because on the piece itself it says a serial number and it says of 25,000. It says there right on the piece that there's 25,000 of those that exist, and it'll tell you the serial number that is lower. There's either 25,000 or lower on there. It'll say 24,323 of 25,000. It'll say that right there on the piece. So it's very uncommon for a piece. I mean, I know that this has an estimated mintage of 500. Okay, well, the serial number is 1569. So, okay, there's 500 estimated, but the serial number is higher than 1,000. Over here, okay, there's an estimated mintage of 10,000. Serial number is under 10,000. So, okay, that kind of makes sense. This, I have no idea what the mintage is. This, I have no idea what the mintage is. These, I actually do know the estimated mintage of, and we can look at the serial numbers on that to kind of make an assessment on that as well. Okay, but none of these pieces will actually tell you the actual total mintage of the actual item straight there on the piece. This item does that. Okay, and this is an item by Sunshine Mining Company, not Sunshine Minting Company. Sunshine Minting Company is going to be your generic silver. You can buy that. They're still around today, and you know, it's some of the cheapest silver that you can get if you're looking for generic. Sunshine Minting is going to be one of your best go-to options because they have some of the lowest premium silver out there for generics. Okay, Sunshine Mining without the T, that's going to be your vintage stuff. Same company, but from back in the day. Okay, so that's going to be your vintage stuff. A lot of that will have the kind of your dated items and things like that. And so this isn't going to be another one of your dated items right here. It's got there right on the round. It says 1879, 1980. So this is going to be actually your first year proof Sunshine Mining silver round. And this has an estimated mintage of 25,000. And right there on the rim of the round, actually, let's see if I can find it. Right here on the rim of the round, it actually says... this one says 9,507 of 25,000. Right here on the edge of the rim it says that. So this is 9,507 of 25,000. Okay, and take a look at this. This is something I've never seen before. This is the actual original assay certificate that was provided with the round, and I just read it off of there on the side of the round, and that is matching with this assay certificate. This is written here in pen. The Sunshine Assay Certificate. This certifies that the Sunshine number 9507 contains 1 troy ounce of 3/9 fine silver, tolerance of plus or minus 1%, and was part of a limited edition of 25,000 pieces. April 20th. 420, baby. 1980. Okay, so Sunshine Mining Company by G. Michael Boswell, Chairman of the Board, President, and Chief Executive Officer. How cool is this? And you've got one right here as well. Not sequential serials, but 9507 and 9510. So I thought that this was very, very cool. This is one of my favorite Sunshine Mining rounds out there to collect because it's one of the few, if not the one of the only, I mean, it's not the only, but it's one of the very few Sunshine Mining rounds out there that has an established mintage that is, and this just seals the deal right here with the original assay certificate. This just establishes right there. It says it right there on the round, but then it says it with the matching assay certificate. These right here are 2 very special pieces because I've got a handful of these Sunshine Mining proof rounds here that are serialized, but I do not have any that are with the original assay certificate. And so my friend knows that I love these, and so he somehow managed to find these very, very special pieces. And so this is an extremely special unboxing. I don't know if people are fully comprehending and realizing how cool this unboxing was. In my opinion, it is very, very cool, and so I'm very appreciative of my supplier, especially this one, and I hope you are too. I hope you really enjoyed this unboxing, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy and have a great day. Cheers. Oh, and if you haven't had a chance to yet, be sure to check out our social media landing page at solo.to/silverbarstacker. There you can find our direct website link, which is silverbarstacker.com, as well as our links to our other social media channels, such as this very YouTube channel, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our TikTok page, our Twitter page, and we also have the link to our Whatnot page, which is where we actually run our live auctions and actually also have all of these same SBS drops that we hold. We run those same drops on our Whatnot store, and we also have live auctions happening literally all the time. So the way that you can be notified about those auctions is to be following us there on whatnot.com/user/silverbarstacker. And we hope to see you there, folks. Thank you, and have a great day.